Hello Virgo, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So Virgo, I have pulled out, if I can pick it all up, the Wizard's Tarot for you. Oh, look at the Magician. Let's make some magic, Virgo. I pulled out the Wizard's Tarot, and I'm going to use my teeny tiny Everyday Witch Tarot as a clarifier to do your reading. So we're going to get started like right away here. I'm doing like a Celtic cross. So I'm going to look at a few elements of you, right? And I'm going to tell you what I see. For Virgo. All right, sexy Virgos. Let's see, you've been waiting. You've been waiting patiently. Miss Cindy took a few days off. Kind of, sort of. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like once you start adulting in life, taking a few days off is when you finally take that last trip in a car in that big box to the big sky. The big cloudy sky. You know what I mean? All right. Overall energy, Virgo. The Empress. Oh, frick, you're awesome. You're awesome. Virgo, you are just everything. You're great. You're beautiful. You're handsome. You're making your own magic. You're looking after yourself. You're, I don't know. You're just really good. You're the Empress. You're probably birthing some pretty impressive things. Wait. I'm gonna say, we have to clarify. Because, you know, I don't read reversals, so that is important. Don't want to rain on your parade. Could be something that is about to come through. Let's see what happens here. Okay, what's the challenge with all of this here? You have the Four of Pentacles. Oh, God, isn't that ironic? Because this Empress card, I think it's the only Empress card in any of the decks that I have where she's inside a building. She's inside a building. And I think, isn't that odd? Like, shouldn't the Empress be out in nature where she's looking after all the little animals and guides and fairies? And, you know, that's what... But the Four of Pentacles, this is the challenge that kind of crosses you. Like, trapped in something. Okay, so that's coming through. So, there's something here that you could really do, but your hands are kind of tied. And with the Four of Pentacles, is it a choice that you're making to kind of control your energy right now? You don't want it to be too expansive, lest the wrong people kind of get involved with it. But, God, I know it feels more like there's something going on outside of you that you don't have sort of much control over, and you're locked in. I just feel like you're locked in because she's inside. And all these chains and locks are on the outside of the door. Okay, the energy that supports you. You'd be sneaky as frickin' shit, man. If you are locked in somewhere, you sneaky snuck. You do it. Supports you. Well, really, I mean, if somebody's locked you in somewhere, I hope not. But, I don't know, like, even just, like, metaphorically, like, something has locked you in here. You do whatever sneaky, underhanded shit you need to do. The universe just told you to do. And why wouldn't the universe tell you that? This is the Empress, by God. Who has a right to lock up the Empress? Well, the universe says, not one, not a soul. You sneaky snuck, Miss and Mr. Empresses. Okay, your past. What's going on with you in the past? The Five of Pentacles. Oh, you were out in the cold. Oh. Your past was the Five of Pentacles? You were out in the cold? And now you're locked in somewhere? Okay, this has a feeling of, and you being told to sneak. This has a feeling of somebody showing up in your life, has recently showed up in your life as sort of like a savior, a hero, or I don't know, or something, like something's gone on and it felt like this was your saving point, or this was, yeah. Because it's something that, okay, like, right, not in the building, being out in the cold, but where are you now? You're just this glorious, wonderful being, but you're locked in. Now you can't even get out. So I do feel like something happened where you went from being like out in the cold, disconnected, disowned, non-association here with something that makes you feel a little bit, you know, destitute or alone at least. You have blossomed. But it's as if you're not being allowed to show up with that blossoming. You know, this could be someone too, like, depending on the scenario, it could be like you're trying to find a place to live. So you find, and you can't afford to rent an apartment all on your own. So you kind of know you're looking for a roommate. But you're, you know, you're a little bit hesitant. You've had some bad experiences in the past, just the Five of Pentacles. It could even have been homeless. And then you find something, and this seems pretty good. And you know what? On some level, it is pretty good. Because you blossom into the Empress, but you're not allowed out of this. So you could be locked into something, and you're not allowed out. I don't know. It feels like it could be like a roommate or someone that at first, you know, like it kind of helps you develop your better parts. But now you can't share this with anything outside of these walls. You'd be fucking sneaky, man. I'm just telling you. I mean, yeah, it's written all over this reading. Because come on, this is... It even has the feeling too, like if you were kind of without a friend or without a partner or without something here, and then you met someone and they met you at a low point in life, okay? So somebody met you at a low point in life, and you have used the time since then to really elevate yourself. And now you're sitting in this great abundance. They're not letting go. No, 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 no. But like, it's this, to me, this Empress is in the wrong spot. She's supposed to be outside. She's not supposed to be locked in here. Interesting. So you've probably grown beyond something that at some point was maybe a refuge. It was some way out of the Five of Pentacles. And the universe is not agreeing with it because the universe is giving you full-on permission, Virgo. I mean, don't do anything illegal. I'm not encouraging you to do anything like that. You do whatever you need to do. That's what the universe is saying with the Seven of Swords. So what's your strength? Two of Pentacles. Weigh all options here. Weigh all possibilities. Play two sides of a coin. That's sneaky. Playing devil's advocate, playing two sides of a coin. That's your strength here. And the energy that supports you is you go ahead. You play two sides of a coin, Virgo. Shit. Your future. Six of Swords. Off you go. Off you go. Out of the locked up chamber. Is this like, who would it be? Rapunzel? Cinderella? Where are all these princesses? Because she kind of looks like it with that little hat on her head, right? Like, locked away. You, my friend, your future is movement. I always find it so interesting. There's this guy driving the motorcycle. You know, it's such a modern take on the Six of Swords, which is usually, it looks like a masculine figure in like sort of like a gondola or a boat. And there's a woman and a child in the, you know, going to calmer waters. You will go to calmer waters. You will get out of the alley. You will get out of the dark alley. The King of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, Justice, the Three of Wands, the Eight of Wands. It's interesting. I don't like this King of Pentacles. Because you know what? It looks like he's guarding the door. The Ace of Cups, Justice, the Three of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. Oh, yes. And here it is. There's a synchronistic thing in these two cards. These two cards you would think don't even have anything to do with each other, right? That's what I love with decks like this. But, so the Justice card, there's no one there. It's just quiet. The chair is empty. But the Three of Wands, now the chair is occupied. It's the same chair. It's exactly the same chair. It's the same print. It's the same pattern. So this King of Pentacles is blocking the door. you know, with this Ace of Cups, just because of what is already here, it feels as if this King of Pentacles is blocking the door because this King of Pentacles wants to create something with you emotionally. And it's if it feels like, well, nobody's paying attention here. Is anybody paying attention here with the Justice card sitting empty? And here you are. Almost, well, now you got to find your own justice, but this Three of Wands looks really like just, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. But then you hit this Ace of Wands. It's like a magical way that shit just flies out the window. So maybe the door is not the answer here. Ah, sneaky shit. Or this guy's going into the basement. It's like it's telling you there's an avenue out or through something that is not so obvious, but is really the more pertinent way of getting beyond something that blocks you. I kind of feel like, in a really strange way, Virgo, in some way in your life, that you are like being held back by something that's not yours, and the universe agrees with you that it is not right and it is not fair. Because when the universe gives someone permission to be the Seven of Swords, I immediately have to say there's something going on that's not right. And justice is sitting empty. Justice is sitting empty. So there's an injustice that's occurring to you. It feels like this King of Pentacles, somehow he's blocking the doorway. And you know, the way where he sits, he blocks two doorways. He can see going either way, or he can't go either way. Let's clarify. Let's clarify. Now, there's a magnifying glass on top of a book here. It's almost like looking at some sort of tiny little detail. I mean, the tiny little detail again could be playing two sides of a coin. God, I don't know how this pertains to your life. It's pretty interesting. All right, let me go. Oh, all right. The Empress. Yeah, nobody should keep the Empress locked up inside. That is against universal laws to me. There's always something odd about that card. She's got everything that she could really need, I guess, right? She's got her kitty cat. She's got cake and bonbons on the floor. She's got some fresh fruit on the plate. She can look out the window and get a little bit of fresh air or sunlight, but she looks pretty pale. Yeah, she looks pretty pale. But that's not where she's supposed to be. So you're not where you're supposed to be because something's blocking you. That the universe is seeing unjust because you've been given permission to be sneaky little shit. So, the Empress, your overall energy. Oh my goodness. Page of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Page of Cups. Just sitting and waiting. Looking after the small things. Well, that's what the Empress would do that. She'd look after all these little pages. Page of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Page of Cups. And just waiting. It's just like sitting and waiting. And that's what she's doing. Observing. Left to observe. Are you between two possibilities here? Do you sit? Like, is there even more than one thing going on that could be blocking you? Is there childish behavior that you sit between? Is there almost like a smaller force that comes together? Because if I want to describe what I see with this Empress and the locked up door with the chains and everything, this hangman has chains on his arm. So to me, it feels like this is you. And it sits between these two pages. So you could even have, like, you could be the parent of two children. And if they're doing certain things that are really, they're not right. In terms of how they hold you back as well. Maybe these children should be more independent. I was just picturing someone going, yeah, you should be my 3-year-old. I remember wondering, because it was the first time the only time was a mom. I was thinking, when is he just gonna like sit and play? Why can't I leave him for more than 5 minutes? because I couldn't. Mine's very needy. So, you know, we're not talking about 2- and 3-year-olds here. But, you know, you could be feeling penned in by them. Or, you know, the other thing, because most of the people coming here are a little bit older to my readings. It could be like childish behavior. It's small behavior. It's something smaller than the Empress that's holding her in. The Four of Pentacles. Your challenge is the Four of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, and this came out first. The Five of Cups and the Eight of Wands. It's almost as if it doesn't matter how hard you work on it. The communication can't get going. And it's just disappointing. You're just like this. It's just not going to work out. It doesn't matter how hard you feel like you work on this. It's just disappointing again. And these wands, getting them going. Well, they're going to get going here, man. Somehow. Somehow they're all going to be going in the right direction and produce movement. Good, right? That one always just feels like, no. They're all flying in different directions. You could be dealing with people here as well that, you know, some sort of choice or action or movement for you is dependent on a whole bunch of other people getting their shit together and they're just not doing it. So now we get interesting. The energy that supports you is the Seven of Swords. King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles guy, he came out in Leo's reading as a bit of a shit. Too. Yeah, he was the whole reason they couldn't move forward. Who is this guy? What's he up to? You have the Four of Swords, the Lovers, the King of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. It's like you have to watch for when this King of Pentacles, you have to wait for when this King of Pentacles is not guarding the door, is not watching. Who is this King of Pentacles? Who is this King of Pentacles for Virgo? How does he have such a hold on the door? Because the Tower, oh, this person is the Tower. This King of Pentacles is the Tower. Very unexpected. Catastrophic. I don't understand how a king can keep the Empress tied up. But that's why the universe is saying be sneaky. How do you be sneaky here? There is an element of waiting. Waiting for the right timing here with the Wheel of Fortune. It just feels like, you know, going down into the dungeon on the new moon because you know that the tide is at its lowest and the new moon is like a castle that you're trapped in and it's surrounded by ocean. But if you wait for the new moon, I don't know why I'm saying new moon. I really don't know when the tides are. I don't live by the ocean, so I don't know. Are the tides stronger on the new moon or the full moon? But I know it's affected by them. So anyways, it's like that's the time on the new moon and the tides are, you know, they're less. They're pulled out. They don't come in as far. Sorry for my lack of technical knowledge on the tides. But like, right, there's more shoreline to work with. And you know that the King of Pentacles, if he has a big steak dinner with some wine followed by some port, that he'll likely fall asleep earlier. So you know what I'm saying? It's almost like you got to wait. Oh, Nair, look at him. There he is here with cake and wine. I'm telling you, the King of Pentacles will fall asleep. It's a big meal. But so by saying that, again, I know people won't understand what the hell I'm talking about. I don't know anyone who's a king, Cindy, who's going to have steak and wine and port. No. So there's at least two factors, it feels like, that kind of have to come into alignment for you to get out of something. And then you do have two pages here, too, that you're trapped between. There's two factors. These pages could even, like, oh God, this is almost literally like someone who's in a prison or a cell. And these two also even just feel like the childish guardsmen. It's just the weirdest reading, Virgo. But the Empress, I mean, who has a right to imprison the Empress? I mean, certainly this king doesn't have the authority to do that. I mean, really, nobody does. I'm sure the emperor could try, but, you know, she's probably kicking him in the nuts, so, so well. Now, the Five of Pentacles, your past. The Four of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Aww. See, there's that savior energy. Coming out of the Five of Pentacles. The Four of Wands and the Knight of Cups. It's just glorious. It's beautiful. You've become, so you have become something through some sort of struggle here. And there might have even been someone who is associated with you coming and working through this struggle. But there's some sort of circumstance right now regarding them or something outlying of it that is not in alignment with the higher good, because, you know, the Seven of Swords, come on. It's like you do what you have to do, is what that's saying. So that's telling me that something's going on here that's not in the alignment of the higher good of all. Particularly the Empress, you. Okay, your strength is this Two of Pentacles. It's like playing two sides of a coin. The Six of Cups and the Empress. Your strength is to play two sides of a coin. The Six of Cups and the Empress. This just feels like one side of the coin. What's the other side of the coin? Well, there are two cards here, though. Huh. Now, okay, this dude is being given, or somebody's given this little kid like a pot of flowers, right? And because it's a small little person, it reminds me a bit like of a page. It is a little bit of that energy of paying the ferryman. Paying the ferryman, or doing something with the right hand so the left hand can't see. You're definitely playing two sides of a coin here. Because there you are, the Empress on the other side. There's two parts of yourself that you have to work with here. And let's see the Six of Cups. Because the Six of Cups can be someone from your past. It's usually associated with a pretty good energy, but what holds you back isn't good. So, okay, what's the Six of Cups? I know, that's an interesting message too. So in some ways, it is, there could be some days where dream like a child, hope like a child, dream like a child, use that to facilitate your dreams moving forward. And then the Empress is no longer the child. She gives birth to the child. She creates the life. She creates the dream. So the Six of Cups is bad news. I told you. The devil. Paying the ferryman. You have to manipulate. You have to manipulate. Do whatever you need to do. Full on. You just got permission. Don't do it to anything or anyone that isn't intentionally holding you back, right? Don't do that. That's going to be bad woo-woo going forward. But this, there's something here that's holding you back. That's not right. It's not in the universal order. Yeah, that Six of Cups is bad news. The devil. The Empress. The Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Swords. It's like pretend you're moving slow, and then when they ain't looking, and the tide is gone, and the King of Pentacles is falling asleep, you run. You run like the devil at your tail, girl. Guy, you run. You have a plan, though. You need a plan first. And then when the plan opens up, you execute it. You don't hesitate. Oh, Virgo. I don't know why. This area is so itchy. Maybe it's my allergies. I took an allergy pill because it's too much. A 6 of Swords. Your future. You go. Oh, run. Run. Get on your motorcycle. Go. Now, just be careful. I want to say something. Because this over here feels like you could have been in the outs in some part of your life here. Right? You could have come out of a bad relationship. You could have gone into a new relationship here. Going from the 5 of Pentacles, and you got the 4 of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Very romantic. Romantic gestures. 4 of Wands is also often seen as a wedding card. And then, so the Empress, I mean, the Empress would be associated as like the ultimate in spouse material, if you wanted to look at it as that way as well, for like relationship dynamic. And this is not. This is like you grew beyond perhaps what you started as, and someone else has not. And then again, though, I'm just be cautious of this, your future. Don't, because if you've played into any sort of, what is that called? Victim and hero and perpetrator and all that sort of shit. Be careful, because because there's a guy in the car taking this woman and child away. So I don't know. Don't get yourself into that again. You're the Empress, man. You're... The 6 of Swords is your future. Well, I'm going to tell you, you're going out into the occult again. But you're not going to be out there long, and then you're going to hit something pretty nice. You have the 7 of Wands, so okay. Like, look at the coming at you, and it's almost like this guy shoots into the alley and rescues you. The universe, let's say the universe does. Something happens here. So then you're 5 of Pentacles again. So you end up in the 5 of Pentacles, but you go immediately into the 10. Immediately into the 10. Anything you need to be cautious of with the guy in the motorcycle. Guy, gal in the motorcycle. Like, just don't. The Hermit and the 8 of Swords. Anything you need to be cautious of. This person spends a lot of time on their own. It's interesting. Why? Why does this person spend so much time on their own? Justice, the 9 of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Wow. Because they're just focused on creating their dreams, visualizing their dreams, and being the master of their dreams, and creating this new beginning. Well, that sounds pretty strong. Okay, that's all right. So, whoever this entity is, in the... I don't know, energy can be reversed. Maybe you're the entity, but I definitely see the woman in the sidecar as the Empress. Something that she birthed. He shows up once you've birthed this. Because she's pregnant in all the other scenes. But now this woman is not, and she's holding the child, right? I feel like we've used most of the cards here. The 2 of Pentacles is at the bottom. The 9 of Wands. You just keep playing. I don't know if you're already playing 2 sides of a coin here. See, somebody might even see you as like a little toxic. I don't know. Everybody has a different perspective, right? Somebody might see you on one side as being a little toxic, manipulating, controlling. Well, but in honesty, you're the Empress, so the Empress got to do what the Empress got to do. That's enough of this shit. That's what I'm hearing. That is enough of this shit. Why is this seat empty? Justice card. Why is nobody sitting in the seat? Oh, because the guy's got to come in the motorcycle, right? Oh my God. You got the Sun and the 2 of Cups. I don't know. Because the right person needs to sit in the seat. Only one person can sit in that seat, and it's the right one. 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, Strength card. Give the best you can of yourself where you can. Imagine your future. Be strong to see yourself through it. Well, that's something, Virgo. Okay, I'm going to go to the extended. That was just, oh, so much energy. I'm going to go to the extended. I'm going to see what your mental state is, your emotional state, what you can't see, and where this energy is taking you. was all the underline. Okay. Thank you, Virgo. Until next time, to be gentle with yourselves. Bye.